Supercheap Auto have given us the opportunity to compete at this year's Redbull Billy Kart race. We're about halfway there so far, but we still don't have any brakes. We still haven't finalised the steering, and although it's meant to represent an engine, it still kind of just looks like a big alloy box on wheels. So today on the Skid Factory, we're going to hook in, finish this thing off, and then it's time to race.
Welcome back to the Skid Factory. This is episode 2 of our Redbull Billy Kart build. That is hard to say. If you haven't seen episode 1, this is probably not going to make much sense. So look over here. Or check the description, because Woody makes me do this and then does not put the link in.
It doesn't come up on phones or TVs.
Anyhow, so that, like the thing that most people watch it on,
it
doesn't actually work. So, anywho, Red Bull sent us this sort of, I guess it's like an instruction pamphlet plus calendar to track your progress. So we were meant to start here in September and start our build, but instead we did nothing for these weeks and waited until the 7th of November to even think about it. And now we're about here, and this is race. We've got a little bit to do still. I've got to fix up this rear suspension. We've got to make it look like an engine, or more like an engine. Does it even look like an engine?
Kind of, yeah, it does.
We've got a plan for that, but first we just want to get it mechanically sound so Woody has less chance of death. So let's get stuck into it.
Why do you say I'm not going to die, man? Come on.
I can't rule it out. It would ruin the episode, so don't.
With the forks laid horizontally, it caused the rear wheels to flex with the body. To fix this issue, we'll be mounting the forks vertically. This will also allow us to remove some steel from the mounting bracket, which is excess weight. Next up is to fabricate some replica cam covers, which is being made from 2mm sheet alloy. Three-inch mandrel bends are being used to replicate the exhaust. Originally, we planned on the engine being a V8, but seeing as it's so massive, we decided to add a couple of cylinders to make it a V10.
With the covers and pipes on, it's starting to look a bit more like we imagined it. The only thing now is we need to weigh it, because it's sort of getting to its critical mass now. We still don't have brakes on it, but I think Woody chucked them in a bag.
They're in a bag, so everything that should be... Oh, there's no floor yet. Should we put some sheet on top?
Let's see if it's 81 kilos already and then go from there.
So what happens if it is overweight?
You've got to take the seat and the brakes out. Start with safety equipment and move on from there.
Damn it! 86.
Bullshit.
Yeah. You seem to be a bit tubby.
We managed to get it overweight. Matt did predict that we may get close to the weight limit of 80 kilograms, and we certainly have. We've managed to go over, and it's obviously not finished yet, so now we just have to look at ways of getting weight out of it. So we'll probably look at, for a start, just drilling holes in things, just taking weight, taking mass out of it, which we've obviously already done because there's dimple die holes everywhere. So we'll probably just look for some of the non-structural bits of it and just drill heaps of holes in it for a start, and then we'll take stock and see if we can get 5 kilos out of it. Then we'll be able to put it back on with the rest of the stuff that's required.
Still not a floor yet either.
Yeah.
Or pedals for brakes.
Thanks for telling me.
God dang. Hey, that's a good name for the cart too. Dimple Die.
Dimple Die.
Because it's got lots of dimples in it, and I might die. That's the joke.
Mm-hmm. It's not a joke.
By itself, 2mm aluminium sheet weighs hardly anything. But after you add some steel BMX forks and a few brackets, the 80 kilogram weight limit sneaks up pretty quick. Everything and anything that we can remove that won't compromise the structure is considered. We even thought about ditching the air filters, as combined they weigh close to 5 kilograms. Once we ditch some weight, Al finalised the brake system using some cable operated BMX calipers that are operated by a custom pedal setup.
Better not be a
Can you take a guess?
79.
78.1.
Oh, so it's only a couple.
Hang on, leave it there.
It was 70. What was it? 77 point.
Now it's changed, 77.9.
So that's 700 grams. That'll be that shaft, that brake shaft I replaced this morning. We've managed to successfully pull a bit of weight out of it and get it under the 80 kilogram limit. So that's good. There was a lot of hole drilling and omitting important safety parts. Sorry, Woody. But we got there.
What's going to happen? What have you taken out that I don't know about?
Brakes.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah. The braking system, we actually have only got 2 brake calipers on it, which we were going to have 4. They weighed something, so you don't need brakes, right? It only slows you down, and that's not the name of the game. So the brake system is just basically some matching BMX calipers to go with the forks, cable operated, and I've just put a sort of a bar with a couple of levers on it, anchor points for the cables, and a single pedal. Woody managed to break the first pedal, which is part of testing, I guess, so I've put an upgraded, beefier pedal in there. And I guess the next thing we've got to do is basically take her out on the road and see how it performs. And then if that goes all right, we will pull it to bits and tart it up to make it look like world's largest V10 billy cart.
And if the road test doesn't go to plan, we're still going to do that because we've got no time to fix it.
if the brakes don't work well, that'll just make it go faster.
There's hay bales to slow me down, I think.
Exactly right.
Oh, I'm so scared.
That's what happens on all the videos I watch. They just run into the hay bales.
I don't want to hurt myself.
You'll be right. Look how strong this thing is. It's tough as nails.
It's like a Formula One car.
Oh.
I'm already losing air filters.
Romex.
These are probably going to have to be zip tied on, maybe, eh? Clamps are going to add weight. All right. Tell Mum I said hi. Don't do that.
Ready?
I just want to test the brakes, so just let me roll down first. I'll be wearing a helmet.
They're fine.
You were holding on.
I wasn't.
All right.
Just go.
Just go then, let me go.
Ready?
Push me. Oh, it's nimble as. There goes one air filter. Hi, Felicia. Oh, twisty and turns. That's super nimble. I think I got sideways then too.
Oh, squashed.
Okay, take two down a larger hill. Oh, see, that's what's going to happen every time. We put them on after. All right. All right, action. Go for it. It's very nimble steering. Yeah, this is sweet. I'm stoked on that. I'm really stoked. That's gonna be so good. That's gonna be perfect. Great success. That's the road test done, and stoked with how it turned out. The cart feels really nimble with the steering. It doesn't feel like it's overweighted on top or anything. Like it didn't want to roll on its roof when I gave it a really hard turn, and the brakes work, so we don't have to put brakes on the front, which is good. We can keep the weight down. Now we've got to pop into Supercheap Auto to get some paint supplies. We're going to give it a lick of paint, and then it's reassemble time and ship it down to Melbourne for race day. How many do we need?
You're the paint guy. Is that all we need?
Pretty sure, yeah. Not only is it good for butts, but it's also good for stacking supplies.
Is there anything that this car can't do?
It doesn't go fast.
Go fast. You need to fix that.
The Jimbo was active.
Sorry to interrupt you from your billy karting, but I'm here to tell you about our Christmas party that's on this weekend, the 10th of December, at WILLOWBANK Raceway in conjunction with the Overtaking Lane Christmas Bash. It's a kid-friendly day, free entry for spectators. There's going to be all sorts of stuff like Santas and bouncing castles and stuff like that. I might have a go. There's also racing. You can enter online and you can win a prize at the end of the day if you're the fastest dude on the racetrack.
There's a full like buy-in at the end. Winner takes all.
Yeah, Paulie will be all over that.
Shootout, yeah.
Going to spit some 5.3s all over the track. It's going to be sweet. Head down, check it out. It's going to be a great day. We'll be there. There'll be displays, cars on display. There might be some old Crown there. Come and shake hands, buy some merch, and have a good time. See you there.
Oh, James rocks up with a lemon squash. Look at this guy.
Oh, there you go.
You're welcome anytime, man.
Loves it.
We've already got one, Bruce.
Oh, hang on a second.
Taping up some holes.
I knew these holes would come back to haunt us, Alan.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey, look, there's only 500 to go.
Shakira, Shakira.
Weight was still an issue, and a few layers of paint could potentially put us over the limit, so we ditched the primer and bombed on some Pilot Red after a quick rub down with the orbital sander. Once dried, some black pinstripe was applied, as well as our custom Supercheap Auto stickers.
The billy cart is ready to go. We've got some stickers on there, expertly applied by a bunch of novices. Kind of looks all right from a distance, so it's all good. We're ready to load this bad boy up. We've tested it, seems to work all right. Painted it, looks cool. Time to head to Treasury Gardens in Melbourne. We've got an expert logistics engineer in the form of James to get this bad boy down there. Hopefully these stickers don't blow off on the way down. He is in a BA wagon, so that is a possibility. Let's head down and do some racing.
Welcome to Redbull Billy Kart Race Melbourne 2022.
So the day has come. We're down at the Redbull Billy Kart race here at Treasury Gardens in Melbourne. My nerves are already racking up pretty high, and it's only sign-in day. We've just gone through scrutineering. There's a bunch of cool karts here. It's so cool to walk through the pits and see just the creations that everyone's made. I don't know if we're in the contender for winning, Alan. What do you reckon?
I thought it was a shoo-in, and then I saw that everyone else did a really good job as well, so it might be a bit of a competition. And there's a lot of suspension, which we don't have. Our only suspension is Woody's spine.
The track looks pretty hectic. There's like a big kicker, there's a big burn, and there's a jump right at the end. So it looks pretty hectic. So no suspension is definitely going to be possibly an issue. We've got some race timers on here though, so we're going to be timed down the track. And I think that's like time to the first corner and sections in between the race that you've got to go through. So really keen to get this thing racing tomorrow. But before we race tomorrow, let's have a walk through the pits and see some of the other karts.
The welds look as good as I could expect from a gasless MIG and some Rio bar, but they do have suspension which we don't have, so their spines might recover. This is a good example of what this Redbull Billy Kart race is about. It's not all about getting to the end of the track the fastest, it is also about creativity and a theme and ingenuity, and this is a good example. This is Glenn, he's the driver, and his father Jim is kind of the engineer, I suppose, behind it. It's really cool. It's got bits of Renault rods and pistons, brass pipes, spring suspension. It's also a kangaroo, of course, which is, why not? It's just that everything is different and it's really interesting, and they will be judged on this sort of creativity as well as being fast. So
This is a bit of me. Team Barbecue, is it Team Barbecue?
Going fishing.
Going fishing?
Barbecue racing was 2004. When
So the winners 2004 was a barbecue. Now they've entered this thing, bit of tinny, love myself some fishing. This thing is looking good. Some serious suspension in it, and you guys are going for the win again, yeah?
Yeah, hopefully.
For sure. Good luck to you, Andrew.
Cheers, mate. Much
Cheers, man.
appreciated. Thanks, mate.
So there's tons of creativity with the billy carts here, but sometimes, or a lot of the time, you're looking at them and you're going, where did you get this idea from? And this is probably one of the ones that needs that question asked. Where did you get this idea to have a Tom Cruise themed cruise ship billy cart?
Well, look, I watched the new Top Gun, and unlike most people that come out of that wanting to be a fighter pilot, that came out of it wanting to make a cruise ship dedicated to Tom Cruise. So here we are.
That's a good enough reason for me.
That's good until you said
Good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate. It's all right.
Their BR1D is not as soiled as yours, Woody. Supercheap Auto is a major partner of the Redbull Billy Kart race in Melbourne this year, and their role is to provide the pit lane, which we're parked in, and to supply a full range of tools if you should need to modify your car to make it lighter, which is mostly what people are doing, or just some general repairs. We're all set, we're done. We're going to have a look down the track, see what Woody's in for, and we'll be back tomorrow for the big race.
Grab one from the back so they're colder.
Not very chilled.
You've fridged before, haven't you?
They're not cold.
It's race day. I'm keen to jump in the driver's seat and race this thing down the track. If you watched the live stream, you probably already knew what happened, but here we are repeating it again. Al, the track looks pretty hectic. What do you reckon?
I reckon it looks fine and you should just send it.
The first jump's pretty hectic with some water, then there's this berm which a couple of people have come unstuck, and then right at the end, if you wash off that speed, you're not going to make it over that last jump. But we've got our pit crew, we've got Matt, and also Alana's been subbed in by Reese, so we've got our Supercheap Auto fireproof suits on, race suits, and we're keen to hit it. Let's do it. I had a package, it was meant to come last week. Do you guys know about where it is, or?
Oh man.
Express post only from us, thanks.
Oh, express post. Oh, I was coming from the States. It was a big turbo, so okay. Thanks anyway.
Queen of the Desert reference.
How you feeling?
I'm pretty nervous actually. And Liam just reminded me of the berm, so I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, but you've had like 50 people already go through it. You should know what to do by now.
Maybe it's half broken already, so I'll be just like,
It'll be
just touch
smoothed
it.
out by now.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. Nah, keen. Yeah, we've got our rehearsal down pat, so we're good. We're sorted.
Look at the race.
All the way back to it.
Uniforms, the seatbelts are in the energy, scoring very well there with the judges. Well done to the team of Supercheap Auto. It is time to see what the steep.
Holy, I'm so scared.
It is time.
Go, push, push, push. Drop, 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 drop. All right. Bracing myself. Hey! Oh. Alright, here comes the burn. Judging.
All over.
Let's get a wrap up the 2022 Red Bull Billy Kart race. Water blast that was racing. I thought I would have had more speed. You guys didn't push me that hard. Where was the speed at? Come on, man.
It's like 3 horsepower, not even.
So the wheel ended up bending right at the end, at the finish line, over the finish line, but oh well, at least it survived the
You didn't
race.
break it?
Yeah, right at the end. Do you not know that?
No.
Yeah, the wheel bent in.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was driver error.
I'm going to take that up with the engineers.
No.
Huge thanks to Supercheap Auto and Red Bull for having us. The event's been so good. Like everyone's supporting, everyone's asking you how you're going, and we've had an absolute blast. So thanks for having us, dudes. Absolute legendary.
We're not sure how often this event happens, but if it comes around your way, even if you're not in Australia, have a go. It's like a heap of fun. You can attack it any way you like. You can build a ridiculously overdone thing that can still get broken by a bad driver like we did, or you can just tack together something out of a bit of timber. But you're still going to have a heap of fun, and that's the aim of the game.
Congratulations to the winners. They took home a Suzuki Jimny, so that's pretty bloody epic. That's pretty awesome. So congrats to everyone there. We're taking this home with us. The billy cart is going to be in store for you guys to check out. It's starting at Penrith. I'm not too sure where it's going to go from there, so pop into your local Supercheap Auto store to check it out. And I do have a plan to possibly repower it at a later date.
Will that involve fresh wheels that you broke?
And a new...
I'm going to invoice you.
Come on, man. Don't be like that. All right, thanks for watching, legends. We've had a blast. And thanks to everyone that supported the show recently with buying us merchandise, signing up to Patreon and all the rest of it.
And thanks to all the people that came and visited. Had
yes,
a chat
for
today.
sure,
It was really
for
great.
sure.
Thanks,
legends,
guys.
legends, thanks for coming to say hi.
Thanks to this guy for designing a mint cart that could still be broken by a bad driver.
Righto. It's time for a lemon squash, so we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. All you've got to say is just go.
I melted it.
You good? That's a good tune then.
Doesn't work anywhere else. There's no acoustics.
All right, I get it.
All right.
Yeah, the Redbull sent us this calendar. I think that was perfect.
Oh, like a boss. Just on the bit of an angle.
So fresh and clean.
Look at that nice curve. Derp. You professionals.
It'll do.
Don't forget about a Christmas party this weekend, Saturday the 10th of December, WILLOWBANK Raceway. It's going to be an awesome event not to miss. The Crown's going to be there, the Hacko's going to be there, we're going to be there. If you've got some Skid Factory merch, we want to see you wearing it. If not, we're going to have merch to sell there on the day. Bring the family along, it's going to be absolutely awesome. We'll see you there. This Saturday the 10th of December, WILLOWBANK Raceway. I think I've said it enough times now. Thanks for watching. Click the links in the corners if you want to see more. And maybe buy some merch to wear before you come to the event. Bye, have a great time.